Good Thursday morning. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus on this Thursday, April 24th. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast. We've got some sunshine, some clouds out there. We're going to see some showers as well as some thunderstorms in the forecast once again this afternoon. And yes, there is a chance some of those could become severe. In other words, we're talking about large hail, damaging winds, and possibly even a brief tornado. We actually had our first tornado warning of the season last night, so we could see that potential once again this afternoon. Of course, we're going to have to get some daytime heating, but after about, I'm thinking 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, that's when we're likely going to see some of that thunderstorm activity roll in, not just over the eastern plains, but including the I-25 corridor. So we're tracking these storms, and we'll continue to track them throughout the day. Let's take you outside right now, where we've got, again, you can see mostly cloudy skies out over downtown Denver. We're 60 degrees right now outside the 9 News studios. Winds light out of the northeast, 4 miles per hour. The humidity is rising, though. We're up to about 57%. Headlines, again, the severe threat does exist for the metro area, the I-25 corridor. The threat increases as you head north. Fort Collins, Greeley, northern Weld County. That's likely where we're going to see some of those severe storms pop up this afternoon. Actually, not just up across the northern regions of the state, but also out east as well, where we're likely going to see some storms, Elbert, Lincoln counties as well. So we're going to keep tracking those. Showers in the forecast for tomorrow. It's kind of cool, showery day tomorrow. Think kind of a gray day. And we are in store for a warm weekend, mainly dry. There is a chance we could see some thunderstorm activity Saturday evening, but your Sunday, we're talking about temperatures climbing to about 80 degrees, dry conditions that will increase the threat for wildfires on Sunday. Current temperatures, we're at 61 and DIA, 57 in Greeley, 53 in Lyman. We're at 53 in Colorado Springs, 58 degrees in Fort Collins. Temperatures in the mountains, 40s and 50s. Current dew points in the 40s for the most part. We're getting into the upper 40s, you get into the 50s and 60s, and that's really when the threat for severe weather does increase. Today, we are expecting some afternoon storms first developing between about 1 to 3. I'm thinking the strongest storms will be between about 3 and 5. We'll get a couple of waves, one late afternoon, early evening, and another after about 9 o'clock at night. 67 degrees are forecast. I think we might actually warm up a couple degrees more than that with that sunshine, so I'm going to think about 69 for a forecast high here in the metro area. We're looking at 60s to right around 70 degrees for the northern plains. For the southern plains, temperatures in the upper 70s, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s in the mountains. So here is the threat for your severe thunderstorm risk, and you can see everywhere in green. That does include the Denver metro area under a marginal risk, and that includes the I-25 corridor as well. The threat increases in the area shaded in yellow, so Elbert, El Paso, Lincoln counties down, stretching across the southeast corner of the state. So again, increased risk, but I'm also thinking we're going to have an increased risk again up closer to Weld County, Larimer County. Also, I think there's going to be an increased risk there as well. And again, the main threats, large hail, strong winds, and possibly a brief tornado. So again, the storm threats, hail is the big threat. We're talking about large, potentially damaging hail as well as potentially damaging wind. We do have a slight risk for a tornado warning as well. Taking a live look at our radar, we're quiet out there right now, but things will be changing as we head into the afternoon. So let's go ahead and put that forecast into motion. 1:30, we do start to see some light showers in and around the metro area. After about 2 o'clock, potential for some storms. Again, the storms today developing after about 1 o'clock, strongest between about 3 and 9. Hail and wind is the strongest at 3 o'clock. We'll likely see hear some of those rumbles of thunder in and around the metro area, and those stronger storms developing north of the metro area along the I-25 corridor into Fort Collins, Weld County. 6 o'clock tonight, and those stronger storms moving out across Kit Carson, Cheyenne counties as well. And then another round as we head into the 10 o'clock hours. So rumbles of thunder, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight as well. Futurecast as we zoom into the metro area. This is 2:30. We start to see those showers again anytime after about 1 o'clock, bubbling up into thunderstorms after about 3 o'clock, and that
That does include the I-25 corridor. After about 5 o'clock, again, that's when we're going to start to see that severe weather kick in. Large hail in and around Fort Collins, Loveland, Greeley, out near Deer Trail, Flagler, and Hugo as well. And then we start to clear out a bit with another rumble of thunder moving through the metro area after about 10 o'clock tonight. So again, we are going to continue to track those storms and let you know if there's any type of severe weather warnings or watches, any type of tornado activity as well. If we're sensing any sort of rotation in those clouds. But again, there is a chance we could see a brief tornado could form out of these storms. Again, it's all depending on just how much afternoon heating we get, the dew point. There's also a cold front moving through that throws a wrinkle into it. That's moving through later this evening. So those storms, again, after that cold front moves through, at this point, looking like most of the energy will be taken from those storms with the late afternoon, evening storms. But again, after about 9 o'clock, likely seeing a thunderstorm rumble through the metro area. Tomorrow, a little bit of a different story. Still going to be a wet day. We're talking about drizzle, light rain, and cooler temperatures with highs in the 50s. So kind of a cool, showery Friday. Forecast highs tomorrow mainly in the 40s and 50s across the plains, 50s up in the high country as well. And as we take a look at our futurecast, really just tracking some light showers, possibly just a very isolated thunderstorm moving through tomorrow evening, but again, we're not expecting any severe weather. Now, we do have higher fire danger, especially across the western slope. You can see there that includes Vail, the I-70 corridor from Vail westward through Grand Junction, as well as the southwest corner of the state, Cortez, Durango. Fire danger does increase. This is for Friday. We have a red flag warning, which high fire danger in Alamosa. You can see this is a fire weather watch, but the humidity is going to drop. Dry conditions. We have an dry air mass moving in on Saturday, and that is going to really create some high fire danger. Winds are going to picking up, gusting up to 40 miles per hour, and that humidity is going to drop down into single digits in these areas. So again, fire danger very high everywhere you see there in pink, and again, Alamosa, San Luis Valley also under a high fire danger on Saturday. So again, we're talking about rain, we're talking about thunderstorms, but we're also talking about high fire danger across the western slope for tomorrow. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, I think we're going to probably warm a couple degrees above 67, so probably like about 69 degrees, I would say, for today. Some areas certainly reaching the 70-degree mark. Cooler tomorrow with some showers after we have those late afternoon, evening thunderstorms rumbling through today, and of course we will keep tracking the severity of those storms. Tomorrow, a little bit of a break in the severe weather, but certainly going to be in store for some drizzle and some light rain, cooler temperatures, highs in the mid-50s. And Saturday, we bounce back into the 70s. I do want to say there is a slight chance we'll see an afternoon thunderstorm and an evening thunderstorm on Saturday. We'll keep you posted on that. Sunday is looking dry and quite warm, with temperatures climbing into the low 80s. Dropping down a little bit on Monday, getting closer to where we should be for this time of the year. Our normal high is 63. We're going to be in the 60s Monday and Tuesday. We're looking seasonal. Still tracking to see if we're going to get any precipitation or any chance for some of those afternoon storms. Models still not quite agreeing on what we'll see in the afternoon, but there is still a chance Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday we'll see some of those afternoon storms. We'll keep tracking that. Hey, back to 70 degrees and mild on Wednesday. That is a quick look at your weather on this Thursday morning. Again, stay tuned to 9 News Plus and the 9 News family of networks throughout the day. We will keep you posted on the latest timing of the storms moving in this afternoon. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.